Welcome back to Sip, Spill, and Solve, the podcast where the wine flows and the mysteries keep getting weirder. I'm Kiki.
And I'm Jeannie, and today we got it all. A fast food felony and a deep dive into one of Pennsylvania's most chilling ongoing cases.
That's right. So first up, we're going to talk about the McHeist of the century, because what's more American than teenagers in a getaway car swiping a Ronald McDonald statue in broad daylight?
So what are we calling it? The McNabb? Yes. We got all the details.
Absurd details. Yes. And spoiler alert, no clown was harmed in the making of this crime.
Right.
But then we shift gears into something far more serious.
Yes.
We're revisiting the case that's been haunting Hanover.
The Hanover Four, which are four men that vanished from the same area. One has been found deceased and two are still remain missing.
And now we're digging even deeper, connecting the dots across the state, comparing patterns with missing men in Pittsburgh, and even exploring theories that echo a serial killer.
Oh, yes.
So
it's cheeky, then chilling, just the way we like it.
Yeah.
So grab your drink, because tonight we're sipping, and I'm going to butcher it.
Bodega Seagull Gold.
Okay.
Yes. So, and let's get into the McHeist and the Hanover Four Part 2.
Okay. Cheers.
All right, so tell us a little bit, Jean, about this wine we're drinking.
So Kiki had brought the wine, and I'm going to read it. The wine gives the best of concentration and freshness. Ripe fig, overripe blackberry, black cherry cola.
Yeah. Well, okay, I got hung up on overripe blackberry.
Yeah.
Like, what does that?
How do they?
What does that mean?
Yeah.
Let's just wait until they're. I don't know.
Overripe. They smush. I don't know. Anyway, and then black cherry cola. That gets me too.
I know.
And then Rubio's tea. So anyway, it opens your nose, followed by hints of violet blossom. The velvety texture palette is layered with black fruit, but resolves into red fruit on the finish. Okay.
What do you? I'm like, it's a good wine.
It was around what? $13, $15.
Yeah. But I just think that, I don't know. I'm sure as we go along, we keep saying this, that we will get smarter. I think we have like a wine education person. What would that be called? Like some kind of a wine professor, connoisseur to like educate us.
Yes.
Because, honestly, I'm like, it's good. As you mentioned to me earlier, it's not oaky.
It's not, and I don't like the oaky.
She's not an oaky person. We have determined that in her education.
Yes,
from Boots Creek.
Unfortunately, I was, and that's why I still favor the sweet one.
Yes, we joke that we're like we're gonna be like having like our wine in like a brown paper bag.
Yeah. Kiki, I mean, honestly, what I'm learning from Kiki the past month is wine. I want to say last week's wine, unfortunately, set the bar for me.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
No, but what happens is when we do like so even episodes is the first, we record 2 at a time.
Yes, we do.
So the first one is, so it was like kind of like even nod. Yeah. Even we're sober.
That explains it. That is so
not so much.
That's not so much. That's it.
That was just so good.
Again, that was not a very sweet wine, but yet I really, really liked it. And I could easily, that was smooth.
The Chilean grapes.
Chilean grapes, yes.
Now this one though is from Spain.
Okay.
I do like I told you, like the European wines, just because they don't give me quite the hangover. Yeah. And they do age them. Like the United States, everything is quick. That type of thing. And so I feel like that we don't age our wines. I think we're not as patient, maybe as Europeans are with their wines. So
I think if a wine concierge or a wine person wants to reach out to us, is that, on why we don't age our wines.
Right. What, like,
just curious.
Yeah, very curious. And like I told you before, I'm a label whore.
Yes, so you are.
Very cool.
This is a cool label.
And so I will buy for a label.
Yes.
I don't know why I'm like that. Because in my mind, I'm like, oh, I could do something fun with that label. I never do.
I was going to say, that answers my question. Do you ever save the bottles? A lot of people do things
I just don't have the space for that.
Yeah.
I would love to be able to.
Because you do pick cool wine, like labels.
Yes. And I do work for a glass company. What we do is we laminate glass so we can put things in between glass. That's kind of like what we do to create art glass. And so we have in the past for other like wine applications, taken wine labels and put them underneath glass for, I don't know, for a wall in a winery or tables in a winery. Okay. So I wouldn't be above doing that.
Right.
So maybe I should start to save my labels. That would be kind of cool.
It would be.
Like, I don't know, but
this is a okay wine. Again, I probably, honestly, I like the label, but I probably wouldn't purchase it.
I know. No, I would. Yes. I would bring this to a party.
Yes.
And I think people would be like, think that I think it's a nice wine.
It's a nice wine. Yeah, that it is. That I will. Yes.
I wish we could find more Pennsylvania wines that were more like the RW Cellars.
Yes. That was last week, right?
Yes.
That was,
Yes. However, in all fairness to Pennsylvania wineries, is if you don't bring in grapes from other places, if you're like using your own grapes in Pennsylvania, because of our climate, they are going to be like more like a Concord grape.
Okay. So that's why we do have a lot. Yeah.
And that's fine. Yeah. Like I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying that personally, I prefer like a drier wine.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Yeah. But try it, people. I think you might like it.
Yeah. And again, don't go by the Boone's Farm Queen.
I just had that thought. What we should do is like a poll on our Facebook page.
We should.
And be like, who likes Jeannie's wines? Who likes Kiki's wine?
We're gonna do that. We are gonna do that.
And then we can see who wins in the end, and then we'll be like, okay, we need to feature more sweet wines, or I don't know.
We'll come up with something. That would be great.
Okay. Anyway, let's move on to wine. And what the hell?
Oh my gosh, this case.
The McNapping.
Okay. And I must say, I'm going to interrupt Kiki because before she starts, is she had sent me this, and what was it, a video or something one night, and I literally kept playing it over and over, cracking up. And I didn't have anything to drink that night, and I was just cracking up.
And this is current. Like, this is happening as we speak. So that's the fun thing. And my friend Donna, who she sent it to us. Like, thank you.
Yes, shout out.
Donna, we love you, Donna.
You had me laughing. I mean, it was hysterical.
And only in her area of the woods. You know what I mean? Like, so it's Nesquahoning.
You say that so nice.
I'm good at the Indian names. I graduated from Shikellamy High School. Yeah. Last week, I floated down the Connequin.
How do you even spell Shikellamy?
No, Shikellamy.
Shikellamy High School.
Shikellamy Braves.
How do you spell that? Just curious. We're going off subject.
Shikellamy.
Wow.
Okay. Shikellamy Braves.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chief Shikellamy settled kind of like that was where the Indian tribe was.
Okay.
In Sunbury. Fort Augusta was there. It's very interesting. Because I don't know, you think about Indians in the wild.
Yes.
Well, but not on the East Coast.
PA.
So anyways, a lot of our towns
interesting
are named after Indians. The Susquehanna River, which we talked about in the Ray Car case, that's an Indian tribe.
Okay. So, wow.
There's a little
history.
So today, so we're gonna start with a burger adjacent crime that has us shaking our heads and our fries. So get this: a Ronald McDonald statue was stolen from McDonald's in Nesquahoning, Pennsylvania. That's right. Actually, it was a group of teens to be accurate. They walked right into Mickey D's in broad daylight. I think it was like a Tuesday.
Yeah.
And took off with a Ronald, like he's sitting, right? So it's like he was on the bench, and now he's like, you see the video, which we'll post.
Yeah.
He's like, it's like he got a wienering.
Yeah.
They said Ronald got a wienering from the guy, from the kid. Like it was normal. Surveillance footage shows the statue being casually carried out like it was just another takeout order.
Like I said, it's a McHeist. It's a McHeist. And the witnesses say, which even cracks me up, that I would have loved to have been there sitting and staring.
Would you not say something like, excuse me, where are you going with that Ronald?
But they were saying that this Ronald was not secured.
Dad must not have been making a fuss. He was probably bored being there this whole time. He's like, this is an adventure, a McVenture.
So naturally, this very important piece of fiberglass Americana was snatched by pranksters, and with zero regard for the clown.
Now you say so naturally. So naturally, this was important. Is it natural? Is it natural to be like, I think we're going to go steal?
Well, I'm kind of thinking, I would love to know, but I'm kind of thinking it was a high school senior prank, to be honest.
But they're out of school. Like, school's been over for like a couple weeks.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm thinking it was a prank from high school kids.
They were put up to it.
Yeah.
So it made the New York Post.
Oh my gosh,
cracks me up. And TikTok.
Yeah, and TikTok, and it's just not your average dine and dash. I mean,
it's so no arrests, yes, but come on, how many people have access
on the video? I see. Yeah,
you can see who these kids are.
Yeah,
like if these were like my friends or my kids, like, and I saw the video, I'd be like, oh my God, that's Amber. You know what I mean? You would know.
You would.
Nobody's giving these kids up, which I think is kind of funny.
I think it is too.
And the police don't seem to be taking it seriously.
Yeah, which is kind of funny too, to be honest.
I kind of like have to applaud them for that.
I do too.
Because they're calling it like a McNapping.
Yeah,
all these
they're making these names.
Yeah. And then there's like on the billboard outside McDonald's, it's like, where's Ronald? Where's Ronald? Like, it's funny.
It is.
Because I think, like you said,
yes,
they should do it like the roaming gnome.
Yes, I think they should take this Ronald McDonald to different places in PA
and take pictures
with him. You could follow Ronald McDonald.
Yeah, so it would be a great marketing campaign for like tourism Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like here he is at Jim Thorpe.
Yeah.
Or whatever, you know, because he's sitting, so you could put him on a bench, you could put him like in a pot.
Oh my!
I wish I would have thought. As adults, we would have gotten in trouble.
Oh yeah, no arrest.
So we thank Donna.
Yes,
about the McNapping.
Thank you, Donna.
This is exactly kind of semi-dumb, semi-iconic crime that belongs on our wine and what.
And it did, and it had us laughing.
Anyway,
yes,
we will keep you updated.
Yes.
On the status of Ronald.
Yeah. And if any pictures are posted, we should post them on Facebook. We want to follow Ronald.
We should. Instead of like, where's Waldo? It's where's Ronald.
Yeah.
And I think Ronald's probably having like a hell of a good time.
I do too.
Better than.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So now we're going to go serious. This is part 2 of our mystery called we're calling it the Hanover Four.
Yes.
Right. So if to catch you up.
Yeah.
If you didn't catch our episode 7, I believe 7. Mm-hmm. This is an ongoing case. So in Hanover, Pennsylvania, which is where we are basically recording from.
Right.
Jean lives here. I just moved from here. My daughter lives here. Like, this is so close to our hearts.
Yes.
4 individuals were reported missing in rapid succession as much of like end of May.
Yeah. It started end of May.
All of a sudden, 4 men missing.
Mm-hmm.
1, Meredith. Unfortunately, he was found deceased. Number 2, Ben Garrett, and number 3, Mark Hicks are still missing. And 16-year-old Keegan Schweitzer was he was located safe and living.
Yes, but we don't know what happened.
No,
while he was missing.
No, it just said the article makes me so mad because it's just like he was found safe and living.
Yeah, like that was it.
What the hell? Like, where was he? Like, what was
did he run away? Right. Did he meet a girlfriend? At least give some type of just so you know that he wasn't part of this case.
Right.
In my
opinion. Which leads me to believe that he is.
Question, possibly. I know.
Well, I mean, we can't know because we don't know.
Right.
Maybe, I find this hard to believe that the police don't want us to know what's going on.
Which, again, we have reached out to the Hanover Borough, but also other news reports, because the news now, media is getting involved.
Yeah.
And they also say they have not heard back.
Right. And this was, so Keegan,
yes,
he does not really fit the MO of all these men. Let's say what you and I are thinking.
Yes.
So we have started to, because we said, our years of watching Dateline, 48 hours, all that, they've not been in vain. No. How many hours does it take to become an expert in something? Is it 10,000?
I don't know.
12,000 hours?
Yeah.
I think I'm way beyond that.
Oh, I know I am. And all the books I've read.
We're not experts. We're not experts, but however.
Yes.
We started to look at, when we started posting our videos and stuff like that, not our videos, our episodes.
Yeah.
We got some comments from people saying things like, you should check out missing men in Indiana or Illinois or in Pittsburgh. So Maddie, our producer, her mom, Samantha, I work with, and she has been telling me since I started the podcast, you need to check out these missing men in Pittsburgh.
Did not know.
Right. We don't know.
No.
You know, nothing has come up. And so I started to look at, cases. Jeannie started to look at cases.
Yeah.
We have found a very interesting commonality.
Yes. And this also, they just reported a missing man in Middle River, Maryland that fits David Weiner. And again, I'm sorry for butchering names, but they all fit the Pittsburgh,
Pennsylvania,
and Hanover, and now Maryland.
Yeah. So we started pulling these pictures.
Yes.
And guess what? All these men kind of look alike.
Yes. They all have the facial hair. They all have brown hair.
Yep.
The facial hair, which it's not a full beard.
It's more of a goatee.
Goatee.
More of a goatee. And it's weird because as we're doing this, I'm like, hold up. These men all look the same.
Yeah.
Not exactly the same, but it's the facial
similar.
Hair, very similar.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we can't be the only people noticing this.
No.
But guess what? So Pennsylvania does not have a missing persons database.
That floors me.
I cannot even believe it. So there's no way for the police now to be able to interact maybe number with other states, the missing, the database, but to be able to put in missing persons of PA.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
That is crazy. Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you. And so my sister, who is a legislative aide, I said to her, I reached out and said, what can we do?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Lobby, a politician to help us get
a database.
What can we do? And so she's looking into it. We're serious.
I think we should. We should.
It needs to be done.
We have no idea how we're going to do it. This is kicking in. We're going to do it.
We didn't know how to start a podcast.
But yeah, which to some people are saying, dear Lord, don't do it.
You can see us sitting in Congress someday. This is Kiki and Jeannie from Sips, Bill, and Sol.
Right there. That's it. But I cannot believe the state of Pennsylvania needs an official database.
They have a DNA. It's like NamUs or something like that. DNA. But what if you don't have DNA?
Yeah.
You don't have DNA from these men that just randomly went missing.
No.
I wouldn't think. If families could.
But even still, wouldn't you just want to punch in eye color, hair?
Yes.
You said, call up from, especially where Pennsylvania sits, we have so many sister states. Ohio and Virginia and West Virginia, Maryland.
New York.
Yeah, Delaware. New York especially.
Trivia question. My head hurts thinking about it.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
How many states are connected to Pennsylvania?
It should have a database.
Yep, it should. We're gonna
take
and we'll keep you updated on that.
Yeah,
because we're serious about that because that is ridiculous.
Oh my gosh, crazy.
So, anyways, one of our theories, our working theory, is that we think this could potentially be a serial killer.
We do.
Yeah. He's going for the same MO every time. So these men all have these kind of goatee things going on.
The brownish hair. Mm-hmm. And they're built. Don't you think?
Yeah, they're not they're not like weenie men.
I wasn't going to say it.
But you know what I mean? These are men that seem like they're
in good shape.
It's a good physical condition.
Yes. Yeah.
So we're going to name the serial killer.
Yes.
Ready? Yeah. Together. Let's say
the groomer.
And I'm sure if the serial killer, whatever, is listening to us, he'll be happy that we gave him a name, which makes me mad because that type of personality.
Yes, you're right.
The sociopath, psychopath, whatever. Likes the attention.
Yes,
you know what I mean. And so I feel I don't know. We're one of the first people I don't think to connect the dots here, but we might be one of the first people.
I think we're one of the first because when we started, and it's just, we were literally passing, texting pictures back and forth as we were investigating going, holy cow. We could, are you kidding me? Are you, what? So,
Now the other theory that we have.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to see if I can read you guys some statistics because this is so interesting.
And I did not believe this.
She did not believe me.
I didn't. And I just thought it happened mainly to women. And that was shame on me for thinking that.
Right. Human trafficking. Human trafficking.
Yeah.
Right. So you always think of women in human trafficking, right? But however, there are, I looked up some statistics, I could say statistics with human trafficking and men. right?
Yes.
So here's a global perspective. It's per the UNODC and Polaris Project. So we ain't making this up.
No.
So 29% of trafficking victims worldwide are male.
That is a high number, in my opinion.
I know. Adult men making up 21%, and boys 8%.
See, now I'm surprised just because I think sexual trafficking would be young boys, which is very graphic and gross. I'm just saying. Yeah. That surprises me.
Yeah, no.
21%?
You have 20%. 20%. So labor trafficking. So you think, we always think like human trafficking, sex trafficking.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
But there's labor trafficking. Right.
Yeah.
So it's the most common form of trafficking for men. So especially in construction, agriculture, fishing, and mining.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Men are under-identified and under-reported because they are less likely to seek help. True. Not seen as victims by law enforcement. It's classified in data, for example, labeled as like smuggled workers. In the United States specifically, of the 16,710 survivors identified in Polaris's 2023 National Human Trafficking Hotline, 23% were male.
Wow.
The top venues for male trafficking victims are traveling sales crews, restaurant and food services, agriculture and landscaping, and illicit massage business, yes, even for men.
Well, you know, and when they say traveling sales crews, we get them all the time, like in our neighborhood.
Yes, yes.
That's what I think. Like, you know how I haven't seen them buy subscriptions or something like that. Yeah. They come knocking at your door. I wonder if that's
also like paving.
Yeah.
I mean, I would never think to ask a man, are you here against your will?
Yeah. And again, men are more likely, women aren't even likely to say they are. So
that's just so freaky to me.
Yeah.
And, you know, now I'm going to start thinking, I'll be that weirdo that says, you okay? You know what I mean? I don't know. So this is
the statistics are blowing my mind away.
So why men are overlooked? Overlooked. It says because media and awareness campaigns focus on women and girls.
True.
Men fear stigma. Don't want to identify themselves as a victim.
I see it.
Or law enforcement tends to assume that males are perpetrators or workers and not victims.
Yeah.
Right. So there's that.
Yeah.
Although I don't think in this case, because if they didn't all look alike, I would say that might be a possibility. But because they all look alike.
Yeah.
Let's go into the whole thing of like we have gotten comments where people are like, oh, they probably were doing drugs.
Yes,
rude comments.
Yeah, and honestly, people, wherever it goes back to, if you don't have something nice to say, don't say it. I mean, I know social media is bringing it out, but remember, families are watching, and and even if it is drugs. Don't we want to know?
Yes, we want to know
if there's something bad going around,
we do, and it doesn't
where the source is.
It doesn't make them a bad person.
No,
you know what I mean. I would want to know. However, if it was drugs, I would say, where are the bodies?
Right? Yeah,
where are the bodies?
Yeah,
and even like you said with Matt Meredith, where he was found was not. Go ahead.
Well, because we were so familiar, my sons played ball there when they were younger. It was a baseball field. And anyway, what would bring a person there to just overdose? It clearly kind of...
I'd be surprised. A baseball field or was it an amusement park?
No. It was a field, but they had, you know how fields have like schools do, they have some type of playground.
Gotcha.
It wasn't, what I'm saying is you wouldn't go there to just sit and watch. It's not a park, what I'm saying. And it really looked like the body, because it wasn't even near, it was near the fields, but it looked like the body had been.
You wouldn't just go there and
OD is what I'm saying.
I mean, we haven't spoken to those families.
No, we haven't.
But it doesn't sound like something he would do.
No. And that's with all of them. They all kept in constant contact with the mothers, with the family.
Well, that's like I said to you before. I think that the one Pittsburgh guy, like his mom has terminal cancer, and he was super close to his mom. Like talked to her every day, like took her to the grocery store, and then to just stop. That's totally not totally not like him.
And we're mothers. We know our son. I don't hear from our son, even if it's a joke or if it's my kids saying, Mom, you're talking too much in the podcast, or Mom, your voice irritates me. I mean, I'm still hearing from our kids.
Yes.
And if I went a day, I would probably, let alone 2 days, I'd be like,
that's weird.
Yes.
Yeah. And so this is not normal. And for us to discount that because, these people are saying, well, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Like it's just like, you don't know what these families are going through.
No.
So speaking of that, I reached out to, there's a Facebook page called Finding Jesse Farber.
Okay.
And I need to find out more of the details of what happened to Jesse. And we want to record that in another episode.
Oh, definitely. Because he hasn't been found.
For 10 years. Right. So I was talking to Rachel Carroll, and she is the founder of Finding Jesse Farber.
Okay.
So because we don't have a database in Pennsylvania, she posts all the time missing people in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
It's a great resource for people, and it's just like I'm so proud of her for taking like lemons and making lemonade.
There you go. Thank you, Ray. Yes.
Yeah, in a sense.
Yeah.
So I asked her a couple questions, and her quote to me about the disappearances of the men in Hanover were this, and I quote from Rachel Carroll. She says, the recent disappearances of the men in Hanover, Pennsylvania is concerning. Not only have all of the men simply vanished under similar circumstances, but they are in the same age range. Each of them are known to keep in close contact with family, and the abrupt stop of all communication to me is a red flag. These men aren't just vanishing into thin air. Something is going on. Someone somewhere knows something, right? So this is coming from a woman who's had 10 years of living with. So she's not just talking,
No.
You know what I mean?
She knows.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. And then I did ask her, I said, would you have any words of encouragement to the families, of these victims? And she says, I love this is going to make me cry.
Oh, no.
And I quote, this is from Rachel again. She says, keep pushing. No one is going to fight harder for your loved one than you. Don't back down. Don't take no for an answer. Your loved ones need you now more than ever. Right now, they need you to be their voice. Also know that this nightmare you're living at this moment does not go unnoticed. This might be the toughest fight of your life. And some days you will want to give up. But I promise you, your love for them will always give you the strength to carry on. And you're never alone. There are many families in your position. We are to get all together in this, to lean on each other when necessary. We all stand united in bringing our loved ones.
Oh, that's beautiful. And that does give me chills.
So I will post Rachel's site.
Yes.
Jesse Farber.
Yes.
If anybody wants to reach out to her, like I said, we're going to cover that in our next episode.
Let's do
what actually happened to Jesse.
Yeah.
And maybe we can help Rachel in some way.
Yes, let's. Yeah, because we got to help. And again, if anyone has anywhere, whether it's North Carolina, South Dakota, a missing person, and you want us to report, we will gladly.
Yeah, and we will. I don't know, Gina. I said let's post pictures of these missing men.
I do too.
And you can all see the similarities. I don't think it's just us.
I know. I don't either. And even the more we get out the faces, let's do it. Let's get out the faces and bring these men home.
Exactly. And I asked Gina, I don't know, I thought this was kind of an interesting question.
Yeah.
Would you rather your child be deceased?
Yes.
Would you rather find that they had been murdered or whatever?
Yes.
Or would you rather know that they were in some kind of a human trafficking situation?
And as sad as it is, I think deceased, because I wouldn't want my child to go, even my grown adult kids to go through pain. And also, I really feel like as my adult kids are now adults, I feel they worry more about me. No, I mean, like I can see them saying, like, if trafficking or something, I mean, yes, but I can see him saying, I bet you mom is going nuts, and that's what I mean.
They worry about us crazy.
So, which I would. So, I hate to say it.
I know.
I would hate to say
it's
it,
so sad,
but I would also want answers. Oh my God.
I would fight.
Yeah.
I would fight till the end. I just would not go down. It's just, I can't imagine that situation. And I pray that God doesn't put me in that situation.
Yes. And I pray for these families too.
But I feel like if we can be a voice, however small, but that we can somehow, we have found that we have a listener in Italy, Rome.
Yes.
So if you're listening,
thank you.
Can we come visit you on podcast in Italy?
Yes.
We have some in Canada.
Yes.
We have
Portugal,
Mexico.
Yes.
And love that.
Yes,
I think that's just
it's really making us happy.
It's making us really, really happy.
It
so
is.
We're going international.
I know.
So you never know where we might show up.
That's right.
Solving crimes or whatever.
And really, even international crimes. Hey, send it to us.
We'll do it. We'll be like the Pink Panther of the Pink Rosé.
We will, but also, men, be careful. Please. I mean, women, men, know your surroundings. Seriously.
My kids don't. So, I work in New York City.
Yes.
I go once a month, and I'm going this week. And my kids are like, well, be careful. I'm like, who would want me? Like, seriously. Like, I can't birth a baby. There's something I can, but you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, come on. But even our kids worry about us.
Yes,
so we're saying to everyone, be careful, and it's like live your life, but be aware.
There you go. You don't stop living. That's not what we're. Lord, we don't. No, we don't. But
just be aware of yourself.
Yeah, but I also think sometimes men, again, like they don't like to tell, so they don't. They're not vigilant. I just may say, because I can handle any. Know your surroundings. Know your surroundings.
These men to me have been in pretty good shape. Yes. So something must have happened. So again, if you know anything, we'll post links to all the numbers to call. If you want to message us or whatever, we would love to help.
Yes, sip-spill-solve at Facebook.
Yep, and
Instagram, and then sip-spill-and-solve at gmail.com if you want to.
All right, so we will talk to you next time.
Thank you.
Love you guys. Thank you.